¿Qué tal, amigos? Buenas tardes, bienvenidos a Full Conexion.
Buenas noches, saludos, amigos.
¿Qué tal, Memo? ¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás, profe? Bien, aquí andamos,
Muy bien.
Ya sabes,
Qué
fresquecitos
bien.
para el
Sí.
calor, así es.
Muy bien, pues aquí veo que ya nos estamos preparando para el verano, pero hay muchas sorpresas.
Así es.
Tenemos muchas cosas. Señor productor, ¿cómo le va? Buenas tardes, ¿cómo va todo? ¿Qué les pareció la escapada allá al rancho?
Muy divertido,
Me
¿verdad?
gustó mucho.
¿Cuál fue tu parte favorita?
Pues,
bueno, ¿qué pasó en el rancho? ¿Qué es lo que sucedió?
Convivir, ¿verdad? Convivir,
Así
la
es.
convivencia, la sencillez del campo.
Así es. Si está viendo Yoliland por aquí, un saludo
Sí.
a Yoliland, que la productora, la jefa, fue el cumpleaños de su mamá.
Oh, sí,
Ajá.
claro.
Entonces pudimos celebrar el cumpleaños de su mami en un lugar abierto, libre,
Sí.
en el campo, ¿no? Entonces fue súper genial y luego todos los amigos, ¿no? Y juntos,
Sí.
comiendo, tomando bebidas cero alcohol. Así
Sí,
es.
pues muy bien, hasta caminatas en la noche, ¿verdad? Medianoche, allá andábamos caminando por el rancho y fue bastante bien.
Sí, se mira oscuro y medio macabro, pero qué relajante es, ¿no? Con solo
sí.
la luz de la luna y
las
estar
estrellas,
caminando,
todo
las
el
estrellas.
cielo estrellado, fue
Así
muy
es.
bonito.
Y el calor de Phoenix no es el mismo que en los desiertos.
Sí, no.
Yo pensaba que iba a ser más caliente, más
tuvimos frío,
bochornoso, pero pasamos frío, ¿verdad?
Sí,
así es.
Muchas gracias, Yoli, gracias por habernos invitado.
Fue muy divertido.
Ya queremos ir otra vez, ¿verdad?
Sí, queremos ir otra vez. Estaría muy suave. ¿Y qué cuenta, profe? ¿Qué nos puede decir?
Oh, pues hemos estado trabajando, yo los he visto ahora ensayar por acá para, pues todo viene el micrófono abierto casi a fin de mes, el día 24.
El 24 de mayo, ¿ya? ¿A qué horas vamos a empezar ese evento?
A las 7 vamos a empezar. Vamos a estar, pues Memo, tú eres el MC, ¿verdad?
El MC, así es, voy a estar haciendo
de ceremonias, así que vas la vez pasada te quedó muy bien. Las últimas 2 veces me gustó mucho el formato, como los artistas, pues la espontaneidad, ¿verdad? Sobre todo, nunca uno se espera y vienen muchas sorpresas.
Así es, y aunque haya diferentes niveles de músicos y tipos de arte en un open mic, lo bonito es que todos pueden participar. Entonces, hasta tú participaste, que no tocas música, pero eres maestro, lees poemas, estás muy educado y no tocabas música, pero del open mic ya te hicimos artista. Sí, fue un privilegio hacer el cover de Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, con el profe en las letras y yo te puedo ayudar con el bajo. Fue súper divertido. Y ¿sabes qué? De eso se trata, ¿no? De cuando hacemos un open mic, que vengas a tratar un instrumento, a exponer tus artes, y si estás solo o no te animas porque no tienes con quién, los open mics, sea o cualquier otro en la ciudad, tienes que ir, porque así es como te puedes dar una oportunidad de conocer a personas, puedes conocer a gente con tus mismos gustos,
artistas locales, que
así es.
Unos ya bien, pues con mucha experiencia, otros que apenas están empezando, pero muy bien.
Sí, pero al último nos juntamos todos, nos disfrutamos, es más, participamos, colaboramos, pasa donde en lo que está sucediendo todo, podemos preguntarle a alguien, hey, ¿quieres tocar conmigo? ¿No? ¿Quieres hacer algo? Entonces, es muy bonito cuando hacemos esas conexiones, y eso sucede aquí en FEXAM una vez al mes. Este mes que viene será el 24, un viernes, empezamos a las 7 hasta que el último artista pare.
Así es.
Sí. ¿Y qué otros eventos vienen por ahora?
Pues vienen varios, estamos planeando ya para la temporada después del verano.
Así es.
Seguir con ciclos de cine, otros talleres que van a venir.
Sí.
Y más eventos. Pues también viene el evento anual de FEXAM, el más importante de música. Señor productor, ¿cuántos festivales ha tenido aquí en FEXAM? 3.
Ya me acuerdo. Pero eso es bonito, eso significa que es más de 1, 3, 4, ¿no?
3,
y
4.
Hemos tenido, es más, FEXAM ha estado establecido por 5 años consecutivos.
Sí.
Y qué grandioso que estábamos aquí.
Sí.
Yo soy el más nuevo del equipo y de la experiencia FEXAM. Tengo como un año a lo mejor. Que no sé cuándo es mi aniversario, pero sí ocupo un pastel en la cara, ¿no? Para el aniversario,
Sí.
Pero este lugar es grandioso y
sí,
no tiene mucho que ofrecer.
Y pues cada vez hay más y más
Así es.
calidad y cantidad de eventos, así que los invitamos a que vengan, que nos visiten, que nos apoyen.
Así es.
Que apoyen a los artistas. Este es un espacio para que los artistas locales, y pues también hemos tenido artistas que vienen de fuera y también son bienvenidos.
Así es, y hemos sido vistos en muchas partes del mundo, incluyendo Argentina, México, España. Muchas gentes hemos podido alcanzar y es lo que queremos seguir haciendo. Entonces, por favor, ven a visitarnos, ven a conocernos. Danos like y suscríbenos en las páginas de redes sociales. Estamos en Instagram, Facebook, Messenger. Nos puedes mandar un email y nuestro número de teléfono es 480-842-0876. Échanos un grito y aunque vamos a estar planeando para después del calor, si quieres un evento, si quieres hacer algo, contáctanos y siempre estaremos ahí para ayudarte.
Claro.
Así es.
Así es. Pues...
por supuesto, prepárense porque el segundo segmento que viene tenemos a un invitado especial, Tory McGriff, local de aquí de Phoenix, Arizona. Entonces es un buen empresario y es una de las personas más chidas que he conocido, que ayuda a su comunidad, ayuda a su familia y tiene una historia que contarnos maravillosa.
Sí,
entonces
un segmento cultural, ¿verdad?
Sí, el segmento cultural viene de los gustos de nuestro amigo que nos viene a visitar, que le tiene un gusto que no, aparte de ser un gusto personal, mucha gente lo ha adoptado como parte de su cultura, y ya es algo que ha crecido por muchos años.
Y por siglos en otras partes, y ahora pues aquí en Phoenix ha florecido ese tipo de cultura.
Sí.
Y pues es como ir a tomar un café, como ir a tomar...
Sí, creo que ahorita la audiencia se está preguntando ¿pero qué es? ¿no?
Pues los vamos a dejar con
la duda.
Con la duda, con la sorpresa, porque ahorita pues va a venir nuestro invitado Tory.
Así es amigos, por favor otra vez compartan y suscríbanos, denos un like. Saluden, manden mensajes, preguntas si tienen sobre nuestro invitante, nuestro interviewer. Entonces, va a estar suave, así que nos vemos pronto, le vamos a dar comerciales, nos vamos a arreglar y regresamos con una entrevista. Empresarios, business owners, por favor, paren el oído.
Así es, muy importante lo que viene.
Así es.
Acompáñenme a ver a Yoli en una grabación en Alba Studio. ¡Vengan! Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Yoli ya está lista para su sesión.
Estoy súper emocionada porque vamos a estar trabajando con Alba Studios, Erika.
Así es, y vamos a apoyar al talento local. Así que pues ya saben, vengan, acompáñenos. Aquí estamos en Alba Studio.
Media se ha asociado con Alba Studio y Malacalle para proveer un mejor servicio a nuestros artistas locales del Valle.
Así es, así que ya tenemos el servicio de grabación, mezcla, masterización y diseño gráfico. No dudes en contactarnos.
Ya no te queda nada, solo pasa por ahí, solo pasa por ahí. El futuro está puesto en la palma de tus manos, no lo dejes por ahí, no lo dejes por ahí. Cree en tus sueños, con confianza pasará. Música, arte y todo lo que imaginas. Cuando el camino se pone difícil, sigue adelante que el premio te esperará. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion. Hola, mi nombre es Lenny de Fake Sound Media. Acompáñenme a ver a Yoli en una grabación en Alba Studio. ¡Vengan! Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Yoli ya está lista para su sesión. Estoy súper emocionada porque vamos a estar trabajando con Alba Studios, Erika.
Así es, y vamos a apoyar al talento local. Así que pues ya saben, vengan, acompáñenos. Aquí estamos en Alba Studio.
Media se ha asociado con Alba Studio y Malacalle para proveer un mejor servicio a nuestros artistas locales del Valle.
Así es, así que ya tenemos el servicio de grabación, mezcla, masterización y diseño gráfico. No dudes en contactarnos.
Ya no te queda nada, solo pasa por ahí, solo pasa por ahí. El futuro está puesto en la palma de tus manos, no lo dejes por ahí, no lo dejes por ahí. Cree en tus sueños, con confianza pasará. Música, arte y todo lo que imaginas. Cuando el camino se pone difícil, sigue adelante que el premio te esperará. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion. Estamos en Fake Sound Media, en nuestro show For Conexion.
And we're back.
We
Now in
are back.
English.
In English, we
Yeah.
just switched it up.
We switched.
How about that? How about
We have
that,
a
you
switch
guys?
here that goes from Spanish to English.
Yep, it's just a switch. And if we go up and down, es un Spanglish donde se
Yeah.
vuelve todo crazy. Just kidding, guys. Welcome back. We're here again. And just be ready for what's coming. Give us a little bit of time. We're
Yeah.
cooking something up in the
But
back
you
with
see here
production. That's right.
Something
That's
that we're
right.
going to learn. Right?
Yeah, that's right. This should definitely guide you. But first and foremost, why are we going English? Why have we done that transition, Profe?
Oh, because we have more guests that only speak English, but we are bilingual. We're multilingual, so we can switch to English, Spanish,
Exactly.
French. Can you talk French?
No French. Oh man,
French.
okay. That's on the homework
Italian.
list. Yeah. Italian, but we so far had
Portuguese.
Argentinian, right?
Yeah.
What I've seen the most is just awesome, cool accents from people,
Yeah.
right? It's really great. But to reach out to people more, get a bigger audience. We want to really, just get to more people, and like you said, some people don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Some don't speak English, and so it's okay. We're all good, It's good to be bilingual. And Fexa Media, it's a multicultural place, so we are here to represent the world.
And
Yeah.
I've seen musicians that come and they sing in English, they sing in Spanish, they sing in Spanglish.
All right, I'm just doing some sign language with production.
Yeah.
We're getting ready. What was
ready.
cooking is cooked. And so here we go. We bring you in a special guest, Mr. Tory McGriff. Un aplauso para Tory. Right. Man, what's up, Mr. Tory? How's it going, bro?
All right.
Yes, sir. How are you? How's everything?
Man, everything's good. Good. It's good to hear from you.
That's
Nice to
right.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, it's been a while since we actually seen each other.
Okay.
We're good friends, and
Yeah.
you're busy I'm busy, and it's been hard to find that time, get together. But it's good to see you, bro. It's so awesome.
See you too. It's good to see you too. I'm glad you brought me on. I'm shocked. I'm a little bit surprised on your endeavor, but I like it.
Unexpected, completely. Yeah. That's good. We've worked together before. We've done projects, construction projects. It's actually how we met through a construction site job. He had a situation where I was able to help, and it worked out right, and we were able to create this bond after. And here we are.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you have heard Guillermo play music?
I heard Guillermo play
Yes.
one time. Yes. I went out there, and I had no idea that he knew how to play the drums. Like what? He knows how to lay tile, play the drums, do drywall. Okay, I see him. Okay.
Yeah. No, thanks. That's true. You got to see me on a live session before, which, as a matter of fact, I'm playing this Friday in the same place.
Okay.
Same event. So hopefully,
Where's it at?
Same place, same time. Pho Chow. Yeah,
Okay.
Vietnamese restaurant. There's a gig there, which, by the way, there will be other local bands that we love and support, including En Paroxismo, Almas Perdidas, and Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra is this really cool band.
Okay.
Beautiful men and women there, doing their thing. So it's this Friday. Doors open at 7. So please come and show some support. And yeah, man. But what do you have for us here, man? What is this thing?
Okay, so I mean, you kind of brought me out, and you were like, "Well, what's something? What's the focal point? What can we talk about?"
Yeah,
I'm like, I like to smoke hookah. You caught me when I was at the hookah bar. So this right here is a hookah. This is my personal hookah. It's the very first one I ever got. I kind of just like once an Arab guy introduced me into smoking hookah. And I kind of fell in love. Like, I never smoked cigarettes. I never really chief on the weed or none of that. But I do like to smoke hookah. There's just something kind of calming about it.
Right. And for this, is this a normal beginner's piece? Because this is majestic.
I mean,
I don't know what it looks like in the camera, but it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this might not be a beginner's piece, but like somebody told me, it's like, don't just get the little cheap one. You might as well invest in one that's, I would say that this is like a mid-grade.
Nice.
But it works. Anything with, like if it just looks like this, if it's a little small one or a big one.
Yeah, it looks like a really nice bong to me. But what is it called exactly? What is
so what's called the hookah is the egg liquor,
Okay.
The bong, the hookahs, you know what I mean? Those things is a little bit different.
Yeah.
This doesn't get you high. I just so you know.
Like just man, I'm just kidding. No, this looks really awesome. I've heard before that the first hookah itself was invented out of a coconut shell and first being smoked and done all that. I'm not sure if you know that, but I found that interesting. It's like how they made this the natural way, but it had to be so that it could get to this, right?
I don't really know a lot of history on it. I know it's a Middle Eastern culture.
That's right.
But like Indian, Middle Eastern, Asian.
Yes, and the smoke itself, it's moist tobacco that is flavored, right?
It's tobacco soaked in fruit.
Okay.
And that's what'll give you the fruity flavors. Right now we're gonna smoke pineapple and mint.
And
that's a nice combination.
And how does this process work? What do you have to do?
I mean, it's just like I would say, like, up here is where you keep the shisha. That's what we call the tobacco, is the shisha. Up here is where we're gonna put the coals at. And basically, you suck on the pipe. It goes through here. It filters through the water, and then you get a little bit of smoke, and then you blow it out. You don't want to inhale it too long. You just want to blow it out. If it's sitting nice and smooth, you won't feel it in your lungs. It just blows. You just blow it out, and it just kind of just gives you a little chill.
Right on.
So the taste, you feel it in your mouth.
You definitely can taste it. If you're choking or you're coughing, then something's wrong. You need to clear it out. You need to get something to fix.
Right, because the smoke gets filtered. It's just like a bong. It gets dirty, catches stuff on. Wow, that's really nice. Can I take a hit? How can
you definitely can? We got the coals burning over there. They're hot.
Let's do this. I'm gonna get it started.
Why process?
All right. Now, how many coals, Mr. Tory?
Just go ahead and put 2.
Stretches.
Not do that. That's what you don't want to do.
Like,
strawberry gummy.
Yeah, like you'll find out that it's hot.
This is cool. Really warm. I
you'll
can feel
be
the
marked
heat.
like
Yeah.
like a
Hey, you can just turn that off.
It's hot. Some boiling water there for
I
some
remember
noodles later.
a friend of mine was. I have seen this in the Tempe area because there's a lot of students, foreign students from the Middle East. There's maybe like 5 or 6 places close to ASU, Arizona State University, and that's where I saw it. And it reminds me like it's just like having coffee with your friends. Just what do? You just talk.
Yeah, you just talk and have fun, chill out, talk fun. Maybe you play some cards with your friends.
Right. Is this a nice activity to be social with people, right? Make connections. How do you use this?
It definitely is. Like if like in America and a lot of different places, of course you're gonna like have a drink. Like maybe let's go have a drink. But a lot of people in certain countries and different cultures, they don't drink, but they will smoke hookah. Yeah. And it's like, hey, let's go have some tea and smoke hookah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it is. So
yeah, it is a symbol of friendship and hospitality. I can see that. You somebody special is coming over to your house. They share the same taste, right, of smoking, and you just set it up, right, and catch up.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it,
you invited me a lot of those places, man. A hookah lounge, they're everywhere. They're very popular. People love going in there and hanging out. And all I could say is that the atmosphere, everything's great. It's nice and cool. They control the temperature, But I'm 420 friendly, but hookah is different. Like you said, some people are into other things, and for me, when I tried it, I end up puffing too hard, So I need to learn some stuff. But
well, look, man. I'll show you how to smoke it.
What is this you just gave me? It looks like a candy. Is it you?
I gave you those. Those are some tips just so we're safe. You don't want to get a little bum on. If somebody has a bum on their lip, you don't want to get that on your lip. You want to share, you know what I mean? You don't want to share germs and everything. So just to be safe, you put your own
This is a tip that we use. Basically, you put it in, you take your hit, you pull it out, and you pass on, right?
Exactly.
The piece. And that's how we stay clean, all hygiene,
right?
No bums.
So here, I'll take the hit and see, let's see if it's hot. Sometimes you got to hit it a couple times to get it going.
Inhale it.
You do inhale it.
Yeah, it's a full inhale, but at the same time, you seem to expose it. Yeah. Not like with weed or something where you got to hold it 5 seconds or something.
Right. Yeah. No, you definitely don't want it in your lungs.
Definitely not.
Because this usually smokes maybe an hour to 2 hours, so it's like a long.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm already feeling the vibes that this is nice and relaxing. Just talking about it, being here with you guys, it's and just having something to do while you're having a conversation. It's really nice. I can already feel that tranquility, of bonding.
Well, try it out for yourself.
Oh, let's do this. Oh, the opposite, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Look at Guillermo smoking his first hit of the hookah.
Wow. It's really nice. It's pretty smooth. You can
also do it by the nose.
Oh, with the nose and everything, yeah.
Can you taste the flavor?
Most definitely. It's very flavorful. Doesn't seem to dry your mouth. You know how maybe a cigarette or something else would do. But yeah, this is the thing in many cultures. I could see Middle Easterns and all those areas, India, which actually where it originated from, North India, for over centuries, 17th, 18th, 19th century. People were already smoking hookah. Yeah. I'm sure they were already improvising it and trying to make it better. But I feel like at this point, I think you should have the best of it, right? I mean, there's flavors, options, technology.
How did you like it? Wait, hold on, I didn't see it. Hold on, you were real quick. Hold on.
Wow.
Okay. there you go. You can taste the flavor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can taste the meat and the pineapple.
For somebody that hasn't tried hookah before, how does it feel? Because this is your first time as well, right?
Yeah,
Or some of your first.
me, when I was in college, I used to have Habanos,
Oh, okay.
like the cigars.
Oh, like the Cuban.
Yeah, the Cubans.
Okay.
And I remember there were like maple. I really liked the maple.
Yeah.
Maple syrup with the Habanos.
That's right.
And I enjoy that flavor.
The flavor.
It reminds me that.
Yeah. Cigar smoking, just like hookah, it's its own thing.
But
People are very passionate.
This is not dry like the cigars.
Right. You know, it's a little. To me, cigars are they leave you all smelly, and this is kind of like chill. And just to like touch base back with you, like now it's just like this is just like something fun. Like if you go to the clubs nowadays, they're gonna have a hookah. Like you can buy a hookah. If you go and get a table, you get a hookah. You know, a lot of people like to smoke hookah. It's fun. It looks cool, and really that's kind of what it is these days. So.
A way of socializing and enhancing those experiences. So I'm sure many restaurants, clubs make a buck out of that, of just putting the right setting for people to relax. You know, a lot of people work hard. A lot of entrepreneurs, people out there, you know, they're living their life and they make it a part of their lifestyle. Is hookah sessions something that you would say is part of your lifestyle, that you use it for either a moment or?
I definitely, you know, I smoke hookah probably weekly. I'm not like there's hookah heads that they smoke every day.
Hookah heads?
Yeah, hookah heads.
Like a weekend.
Yeah, I'm more of like, I would say like a weekend guy, or like, you know, some people, they have a glass of wine after work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, maybe, I like if I had a long day, I might go smoke hookah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my little chill zone.
That's right. That's how this entrepreneur relaxes after a long days of stress and work. That's right, man. So, you know, now that we're here, we're relaxed. What's been going on, man? How's life going?
Well, everything's good. I mean, I still have my business. I still have my handyman business. It's McGriff Flips handyman business. You know, I do anything from tile to remodels and kitchens and bathrooms.
That's right. And you work with all kinds of budget, all kinds of situations. So you are a homeowner yourself and a landlord.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
So the best part about that I know is that I've also seen is that you work with people. So depending on their situation, you would be willing to look for solutions with them.
Definitely. I can tell you. So it's funny you bring that up. So rent's usually due on the first of the month.
Yeah.
You know, today's the second, and I have somebody who I've been trying to work with, who's a little bit struggling on their rent. And I'm like, hey, what's going on this month? What are we going to be able to do this month? Last month, you were able to just do half in the first of the month and then half in the second of the month. So today I worked with him. He's like, oh no, today I have, the rent. Let's say the rent's $1,000.
Yeah.
He's like, I have $800 today.
Yeah.
And I can get it to you, but I won't be able to have the other $200 until 2 weeks from now. And you know what?
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? Especially as being an entrepreneur. Sometimes you don't get all your money right then.
That's
like you get paid in 2 weeks. You know what? Give me the money in 2 weeks. As long as I know you're good for it, but make sure you got it on that next time. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's real landlord talk right there. Man, yeah, you sound like straight up landlord, which is what you are.
No, I've been doing it for years. So yeah.
For years. How'd you get into real estate? Yes, sir.
Really, I just bought a house at a young age. I was 22. I lived
22. Homeowner, can we clap for that? Seriously? Like that's all. Wow.
And I'm from Arizona, so in Phoenix at that time there were a ton of houses under $100,000.
Yeah.
And now there's no such thing as a house under $100,000.
No, it's just trailer.
I got one.
Trailer park, mobile homes.
You can get
started
some
in the 80s.
Yeah, you can get some dirt.
I got one in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay.
But then I sold it. Now I became a
A renter?
Yeah. So you bought your house at an early age. How were you able to achieve that? And what were you doing in your early 20s to maintain your house? Like, how did you not lose it? How were you able to continue with that?
Well, I mean, I think I was focused.
Okay.
You know, like, it's just like, I had a really good upbringing. My dad kind of showed me a lot of ways of what to do and what not to do.
Okay.
He had a house. We grew up in a house, and when he also had a rental house. He bought a house, his first house, and then he never sold his first house. He bought a second house, and he kept that first house.
Yeah.
But you know, like he moved in people. They were doing okay, but they really didn't pay the rent. They were just breaking. They were kind of just breaking even.
Yeah.
And it's just like the thing about it is when you own a rental, you start caring about the people, especially when it's like a long-term tenant. You don't just want to kick somebody out on the street because they can't pay. Like
exactly.
You know, you start knowing their kids and their families and things
every month, right? And as a landlord, you have to, if they're renting your property, that means there is a list of responsibilities that belong to you, that you as a landlord must respond.
Yeah.
So what could those be? What are those challenges as a landlord, as a renting your spot?
You know, like what I've learned is that the first thing is like make sure you get your rent paid on time. You know what I mean? Like once you set the boundaries, keep those boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, like if something gets broken, as a landlord, you got to fix it, or you got to have something in place to make it happen. Because if you don't fix something, they feel like then they can do whatever they want to do. You know, usually a tenant, or they won't want to pay because hey, if the faucet's broken and you didn't fix it, I shouldn't have to pay you. You know, so
and those situations where the AC breaks, right? The air conditioning breaks, and now the family that's renting your property is suffering, or a big leak, right? That unfortunately it's part of your, it's your part, and it's the risk that you take as an entrepreneur and landlord.
Right.
That
certain things like that. Those are there's certain laws where if the AC's out, it's out for let's say a couple of days. I'm obligated as the landlord to get them a place to stay that has AC, especially in the summertime.
Yeah, definitely. So, What was your experience in your first home, if I could ask? Like, you know, I'm 26. I couldn't imagine having a house at 22. I hope to have one at 27. Who knows? Life could change, right? So I'm still positive. But at 22, you know, you're still young, and lots of stuff is going on. What else can you tell me during those first years?
So when I was that age, I didn't make very much money. Like, I could be honest with you, I probably made, at the time, I would say minimum wage in Arizona was $7.25 an hour.
Wow.
I probably made $10 an hour.
Yeah.
But I was still able to qualify to purchase a home just because the houses were so cheap. They were under $100,000. I bought mine for $90,000. It was off of 83rd Avenue and Turney, if you're familiar with Phoenix.
That's right, West Side Phoenix.
Yeah, but just past Maryville.
Right,
over there. And what I did was I was able to qualify for the loan, and I immediately knew I wasn't going to be able to afford this mortgage by myself. I had one friend and one family member moved in with me.
Wow.
So I had roommates. So
nice.
And for years we just had roommates.
That's really cool. That's really cool to have that mentality of wanting to work with people and seeing ways of sustaining what you got, because you looked at the reality of it, right? And you saw it was going to be a challenge. Right. So, you know, having some help with you and
you're going to pay rent no matter what.
You know what I mean? You're paying rent monthly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's really cool. And what? So you do construction, and on top of your real estate experience, that's a huge connection, because you're handy for the needs that require, you know, to fix your property instead of having to spend on labor, right? Fixing, you don't rely on a company much unless it's maybe something big, right? Right.
Yeah. So it started out from being broke, barely being able to afford the rent. If something broke down at my house, I wasn't calling somebody. I'm just like everybody. Like, I get on YouTube and they're like, hey, how do you fix a garbage disposal?
Yeah.
You know, I go on YouTube or that, and that's how I learned a lot of the skills that I have.
That's pretty cool, man.
Like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's very beneficial to have those skills and that mindset, and especially, like I said, when we have assets that you got to take care of and do things with. So that's really awesome. What else have you done, Tory, on top of real estate and construction, your handyman services? What other experiences have helped you thrive?
Well, look here. Do you want to try to hit that one more time? Yeah.
Well, first of all, you hit that.
I mean, I felt like I was holding it for too long. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, no, you're good.
But you know, like after I bought that house in early, like 2003, I would say around there was a housing crisis.
A housing crisis.
There was a housing crisis in 2008. That's when everything went down. All the prices were super low. I couldn't sell. I couldn't do anything. So what I did was around 2011, I was ready to move. It was time. I had a young family. I had my son. He was 1 year old at the time.
Right.
And you know, it was me and his mom were together. Unfortunately, we broke up around this time, and I was ready to move. I wanted to move a little bit more towards Central Phoenix. I purchased a home in Central Phoenix in 2011. 2011, it was an old beat-up house built in 1945, but it had nice bones, like it was a brick house.
Oh, okay. The structure was still working, right? Yeah.
And it was in a historic district. It was by Encano Park. It was on 15th Avenue in Tonga by Phoenix College.
Which is key for the future of real estate, right?
Yeah. Location is the key.
Location is key. Anybody investing in a house or anything, location is key.
Location.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring out those things, you know, because you're giving out so much information, so much great advice, especially for someone who's young, who could have that opportunity of owning a house. Yeah. So I hope that they can pick all of this up and learn from it. But location is key.
Yeah, location is key, but really just getting into something so you're not having to pay somebody else's rent. Would you call it like the next step? It's like, okay, I own a house or I own some land or I own something. Like the
first step should be,
it's like, if you can get into something, get into something. These days it's just
And are you talking something in regards of a trade or getting into something?
Well, I was specifically talking about a house. But if you don't have a trade or you don't have something that's making you money, I definitely recommend a trade.
Yeah.
Definitely become an entrepreneur, you know, like if you can.
Yes. You know? And what is an entrepreneur, people? What is it about an entrepreneur that's different than a worker or inheriting money, right? An entrepreneur is a person who operates and runs a business and organizes it, but it comes with greater financial risk. Yeah. So which is investing. And investing means taking a risk, right, of loss. Yeah. And so entrepreneurship is not always easy because it's almost like betting with as much as information as you have.
Right. Well, and it's also betting on yourself.
And you're betting on yourself. Yeah. What do you have to say about that? What is it about betting on yourself that people choose to the entrepreneurship way instead of a regular 9 to 5?
I mean, you know, the sky's the limit. With the 9 to 5, they tell you how much money you're gonna make.
Yeah, they tell you how much. They tell you your limit.
Tell you how much you're gonna make.
They're like, you could just go right there. That's it. But with entrepreneurship, there is opportunities, doors open and close all the time, like Monsters Inc., right? Just up and down, and you just have to just be ready to jump on those opportunities. But to take an opportunity, what can you tell the people to do so that, as hopeful as they are and as bad as they want to dream, how can they be ready to grab onto it?
I mean, this is what I've heard.
Yeah,
and this is what I know though too.
Yeah,
you gotta do something that you like in the first place. If you hate it, like if you hate digging ditches, don't become a ditch digger.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But like if you love cars, maybe become a mechanic.
Right.
You know.
Right. And that can start from when you're young, right? Yeah. Like the more you pay attention to what you like, what your dreams are, what makes you happy. I don't think a lot of us at a young age realize that this world is full of activities that everything has a purpose, and a job is not just a job. It's a task that we do for each other to just help each other, because that pizza you enjoy so much, somebody else had to make it, and then somebody had to cut that pepperoni, and somebody had to cure it, and somebody else had to kill the pig. So it's a chain, and at the end of the day, we all need each other.
Yep.
You know, we all do. But as much as we need each other, we need to be able to be ready to provide for our society, for ourselves. It's not like survival back then, you know, where you had to hunt, you had to. Now you can go to the grocery store, you know, pick up some food, but you got to work for it. You know, you got to work for society so that all that comes back to you, right? Yeah, but an entrepreneur, there's this thing about entrepreneurship, and I love the word, I love the definition of it, and you're a great example of it, you know, because of all you've done, and from what I've known and seen you do, you know, like you're just great. But what's coming for you, man? What's next? What plans do you have?
Well, I mean, I kind of like was trying to tell you a little bit about my story.
Sorry if I went a little bit off track. You know, hey, I'll tell you something. That hookah, it relaxes you. Yeah, it's got a little kick to it. So I feel like I went a little bit off.
It's definitely all good. I mean, so I did purchase a property. I kept my other property, so I had a rental.
Yeah.
So I was making, you know, a couple $100 a month, just not doing anything, which is the best type of money. Yeah. You know, the money's just coming in.
Passive income.
Yeah.
Passive income.
There you go.
Yes.
There
Another
keyword.
Passive income.
Passive income.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the things I did was before like this big boom. Like everything's hella expensive now. Like it's just not like so. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I sold my house in 2019 for double what I bought. I bought it for $90, and then sold it for $180. So I sold it for $180. So I had $80K in my pocket. You know what I did?
Future music in the background. That 2 Chainz.
Effing off money. But I was like, I'm not crazy. I'm not dumb. Like I really think about it. You know, so. I immediately invested that into another property, and I bought a 4-unit property.
Oh.
So in 2019, I bought a 4-unit property, and I'm like, well, with this $80K, instead of me just balling out, getting me, you know what I mean, a new Range Rover or something. Like I'm not crazy. Like I got another property, and now that property, instead of making $200 a month, now I make $1,000 a month. If everybody pays rent on time.
Is that what your father's advice that you did at that point?
You know what?
Well, I mean, of course you're not dumb. Of course you thought about it, but what is it? What is it about you that
I feel like I graduated?
I
feel like I graduated.
Oh, all right, yeah.
He did that, but he had a really bad experience with dealing with renters.
Yeah.
And people messing up the property and having to go back and clean it up.
Yeah.
He hated that. He wanted to get out of the business. To me, I enjoyed it. I didn't mind it. Like a lot of times when people would move out or there would be some sort of issue, they would end up leaving stuff that's like of value, and I end up maybe sometimes you make some money. You know what I mean? Like they done left all their furniture and all this stuff. I can go and flip that.
Why not?
Yeah,
Things abandoned. Another man's trash could be another man's treasure. And you gotta rock that hard sometimes because there is potential. And you're right. I want to say something about that. I've worked in construction and in many people's houses, and some of them have been abandoned properties. Yeah. And I had a guy who found a 25 caliber pistol. Wow. You know, all kinds of cool stuff that you don't realize. You know, but people leave. Yeah. But on the other side, what are some challenges that you found bitter that you're like, this is not pretty, I can't sell this?
I mean, it's the same thing though. Like with the same token, it's like they do a whole bunch of stuff. Super dirty. Some people were super dirty people.
Yeah.
So it's just like that you gotta do the good with the bad.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, no, that's really awesome, man. Is it something you plan to keep doing in the future? Are you planning on investing in your real estate? You want more homes? What do you want for your future in terms of this part of your?
You know, I definitely would like to grow my business.
Okay.
I mean, obtaining more properties is always a good goal to have. Yeah. You know, like right now, I've been saying this, I would say for like the last 5 years, I want to be a little bit more hands-off in the business. But when the phone calls and they say, hey, we need a new sink, I'm over there putting in the new sink. I would love to get to a point where it's just like, hey, you need a new sink? Let me get my guys out there.
Yeah, that's right. And well, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that happens very soon for you. Just gotta make some phone calls, get a phone call back, it's done, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A quick Zelle.
Right.
And the hit of the hookah.
Right.
Just to end the transaction. That is really cool. How are we? ¿Cómo estamos en tiempo de producción? ¿Estamos al 100? ¿Todo bien? All right. This is awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for this. This was cool.
It was really a good experience.
Okay. Yeah. And, you know, I've known you for some time, and we've talked, we chopped it up, but I don't get to ask you these kind of questions, you know. And I've learned a lot from you, man, especially with your personality and how straight and disciplined you are. That's really, really cool seeing, and it's something that I aspire to do more so, because I'm still late sometimes to work, you know. You know, but I'll get there. Yeah.
Life can get so simple. Simple.
Yeah, it does take some work though. What can you? I mean, right? To get to the simple part, you got to go through a whole sea of storms and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, you know, you're going to keep working even when you get older.
Yeah.
I don't never see myself retiring. Like, I'm always going to be doing something.
Because you want to as well, because you enjoy it, right? Yeah. You find more meaning to life.
It's not work, it's just having fun.
Right.
You don't have any Mondays or Sundays are the same.
Correct.
Right. Like, do you like playing the drums?
I love playing the drums.
Like,
I plan to do it until I can't no more.
Is it work?
It's not work. No, absolutely not. It's always a pleasure. I love drumming. It's especially in front of people. I feel more grateful and stuff, and it gives you that adrenaline rush that you just want it back, bro. It's so like feminine almost, like, you know. But can you please give out the crowd your information, your Instagram, your phone number, and how can people reach out to you for what can you help with, bro? What can you do for our people?
Man, my business is called McGriff Flips LLC. It's a handyman business. I do anything from ceiling fans. Today I just did ceiling fans. All different type of small projects for your handyman needs. You can find me on Instagram at McGriff Flips or on Facebook at McGriff Flips. Come check me out.
Yes, and we'll have postings and information of this awesome entrepreneur here at FexAm. So don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Send us a message or give us a call or visit or whatever. Just come out and hang out. But we'll have his information. If you need a handyman out there or any kind of help, we'll connect you to our boy here.
Yes.
So thank you, Tory. Once again, bro, the hookah was great. What an experience. I think I'm liking it now, bro. I think it's going to I might meet you at the lounge, bro.
Hey, shout out to Empire Hookah Lounge.
Empire Hookah Lounge, shout out. Any shout outs to people out there? You want to say what's up, somebody?
I mean, just if you're in the Phoenix area or you need help with anything really about housing, anything of your housing needs, you can reach out to me. I'm always available. I can talk to you. You know, information is always free.
Thank you. And with that, we're saying goodbye. We appreciate you guys for being here on another show of the Connection Show. Thank you, Profe. Gracias, Producción, and our guest here. So, this was a beautiful interview. And you know what? The best part, I get to enjoy it so much because I get to do interviews with friends and close people, and it's been amazing. Now, this hookah got me a little dizzy, so I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you until next time.